Okay, so hopefully you can hear what's going on here. So what we're doing is installing the applications from um, the Lab0, just to make sure that we're able to you know get everything installed. As you can see, I have the virtual box virtual desktop already installed, and I already have two virtual desktops, one for another class and one for this class, CSCI332. Right now it's powered off, so I'm going to select it and I'm going to start it so we can see. You may see that I've already installed several of the applications that were required to be installed. One being um, Google Chrome, the other being first let me go back. The first being installing Ubuntu onto the virtual machine. Also, following that, installing Google Chrome onto the virtual machine, followed by Visual Studio Code, and followed by Apache. So I've already ran through that software and installed it. So what I'm going to show you is where the software was actually installed. I could also provide some web links on where I had to go to actually get the software, or the command line codes to actually install, the right version of Visual Studio Code and the right version of Apache. And I can show you those things as soon as we get logged in. All right, so bear with us. This should be starting fairly quickly. Just a little bit of intermission music. We should be cranking up here in just a few minutes. Alrighty. Come on, Ubuntu. And I apologize, guys, that this may be taking a little bit longer than usual. Normally, the application starts right up. Maybe it's because I am running the recording software. All right, but we got something here. So let's get ready to log in, and that is my username. I'm not going to share with you my password. All right. Sometimes you may notice when you log in here into Ubuntu, it may seem a little slow if you got other applications running. But it seems like that once you get in and you start to work, even though that you have these other applications running, Ubuntu will start to speed up, and you can go between um, your virtual desktop and your regular desktop, and things should be operating fine. First thing I want you to do is look over here to the left, just underneath activities. You will see that I've added the terminal over here, and I've also added Google Chrome as an icon, and the Visual Studio I added. And this is just a VBox patch. As a matter of fact, let's look at this, see what this is. I think this was an update, and we're just gonna look at it. Oh, just close that. Alright. So there was an update that run that added this. So I'll have to explore that a little bit more. But let's see. As you can see, you got Google Chrome added. Google Chrome is working. I've also logged in with my Google account, or one of the 3 that I own. So I logged in with it. So hopefully we should get here. Did it? Yeah, it should start here shortly. Yes, you see that? I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Unfortunately, we did so great, 11 games straight, and then we sucked after that. I don't know what happened. I don't know. COVID, we can't blame it on COVID. Hey, if you win 11 games straight and then you lose several games after that, I don't know what that is. That's just the team, sucking. All right, as you can see, I have Google Chrome installed, and then we'll look here where you see where I have Visual Studio installed. Let's try to get, yep, I did. So it's going to open up 2 windows. So while that's opening up, I am going to it's loading. So this right here just shows you that you do have Visual Studio installed, and it's installed correctly. Studio Code installed correctly. To show that Apache has been installed correctly, we're going to go up here and just type in http ://192.0.0.1, and you should see the Ubuntu Apache server. So give it just a second, and we should get that splash page that lets you know that yes, you have set up Apache. Why are you so slow on me? Maybe it needs some coffee. We'll see. I don't know. Or maybe it just needs a drink. It's stressed out. So what I was doing that, great site that I found, if you're using, if you installed, the Windows 10 version, or, for Ubuntu on your virtual machine. So I installed, version 20.0 20.04. A lot of people may not know that, installing Apache, the instructions said, that it's sudo apt install Apache, but for 20.04, instead of Apache, it's Apache 2. I had to do a little bit of research to find it out at a great website. I actually have some screenshots and a Word doc that got some images in it. I also added the links to those docs that go to Linuxize.com, which is a great website. What's going on here? What is going on here? I think that is right. Oh, I think it's no, it's 127. Duh. I'm thinking about my home network. So, forgive me for that. I am steering you guys in the wrong place, but let's see. Yes, there we go. So yeah, I was steering us to the wrong place. My bad. I was thinking about my home network. But yes, this right here gets you to the splash page for Apache. As you can see, like I was telling you earlier, Apache 2. If you use the Windows 10, you set up your virtual machine for Windows 10, and you install the Ubuntu version 20.04, you will need to use the pseudocode that was in the assignment, but you need to add the number 2 at the end of Apache, and it should install fine. One of the things that I noticed that all the things ask you to do is run updates first or an upgrade to make sure that you have the latest and greatest for the apt. So we do that first, and then we'll run everything. But everything is ran from the terminal. You don't have to go to the website to do it. Like I said, those things that give you those codes, as you can see right here, this is, my VirtualBox terminal. It's almost like when you're working in Windows, where you have your command line and it shows you, you're at your the most lowest part of the folder hierarchy, or the highest part of your computer, maybe like this PC, and then you can go to like documents, change directory, CD, like change directory, like you would do in anything. If you want to go in and go to like a specific folder, commands may be a little bit different, but it gets you there. But of course, everything to get you to the admin level, you're going to always do sudo apt, and I think it was install, and Apache 2 is what ran the install to get Apache installed on the computer. Because we have it installed, I'm not going to run this again. Some of the updates and things might take a little bit of time to get you to where you need to get to, but for the most part, it's everything is fairly easy once you have the command line codes to run. Like I say, you can do some research and find those. But what I found is that Linuxize, that's Linuxize.com, seems to be the best that I found so far, that has really helped me. And we'll go to that right now, so you can just see what is what and what is there. Linuxize.com, not Linuxize.com. Yes, as you can see, it has Ubuntu, CentOS, Debian. This is an amazing website. I am so lucky to have run across it. You know, I just did a Google search on uh, how to install Google Chrome. Yeah, even here, how to install PHP. Oh, which I have not done. So that is good. We can do that right now. So you can see how it works. This is amazing. And as you see, for version 20.04, which is what I'm running. So we're going to go to that and we're going to install PHP, which I love. I love PHP. I actually had an opportunity to work in PHP a little bit. I also have I have a book that teaches you basic PHP. It's called it's called PHP and MySQL in easy steps, and literally it is easy steps. Um, I also worked a little bit, you know, in school on a project that we did. Um, and when I got my associate's degree, I worked with some amazing developers. One of the guys was very, very good at PHP, and learned some great things from him. PHP is a great back-end development language to work with HTML, and I suggest that you get very familiar with it. It is awesome. It's an awesome language to learn, and I look forward to getting better at it myself. So we'll give that time to, you know, load some of this stuff. But let's see if we can get our command code. Okay. A little bit slow on us, but that's okay. That is all right, my people. I'll close. Come on. Let's minimize a little bit so I can close what's behind it. Let's go close Visual Studio Code. And we want to keep terminal up because we will be rocking and rolling here shortly. Okay, come on website, you can do it. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. So just like I said, you know, everything is going to always start with a sudo apt update. I'm not sure right now if we have to run this every time. I don't think we have to. But if you're not sure, then just run it. But right now, I am going to, if you're using Apache as a web server, you can run PHP as an Apache module on PHP. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're looking for because we're running Apache. So it's going to be the Apache module. So since I've already did an update on this thing like twice, I am going to just go ahead and run the sudo apt install php 8. PHP 8.0 lib Apache. So here, Apache 2, so which is great. As you see, it added that 2 as well. It added the 2 like it does when you go to install Apache for the first time. So you can see it's consistent. All right, so we're going to press enter. And here you're going to enter in your password for Ubuntu. And it should install. Oh, ooh, what did I do wrong? Invalid operation. Install. Yeah, install is not good. So we're going to go back and fix that. Doesn't like it. And it shouldn't. Alright. Unable to locate package, PHP, reading package list done, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so once the packages are installed, restart Apache for the PHP module to get loaded. So, let's see, but this is telling us that reading package list done, build, dependency tree, reading state information done, unable to locate package, PHP 8, unable to locate package. Alright, so I'm not sure if I should be getting this unable to locate. Maybe it doesn't sit until we do the system restart. So let's run the system restart and then we'll look for it again. Or we'll try to install it again. So let's do system ctl restart Apache 2. Alright, so let's try to run this. And if you want to just go back without typing all this stuff, just press your up arrow. And let's see what we get. Unable to locate package. Why are we getting that? Ta-ta-ta-ta. Installing the PHP module is a straightforward task. Alright, so we're going to go back and we're going to do sudo apt update. And let's see if that gives us something different. Apt update. Now this is something that could take a little bit of time, but hopefully it'll go pretty quick. Since I've gone through this like 3 or 4 times a day already, so it will be good if it just goes through very quickly and we don't have to sit here and go through it. But if it does, I will pause the video if I have to, or in editing, I'll just edit it down to where we can skip some of this stuff and we'll just pick up where it comes back up. All right, that was quicker than I thought, so good. So now we're going to go back to install, and let's make sure that we have everything. Sudo apt install PHP 8.0 lib Apache 2. I'm sure my spelling is correct. Lib Apache 2 -mod -php 8.0. Alright, we're going to run it again. Alright, so it says the same thing, so I am curious to why we're getting that, but it may be installed and it may just be just maybe unfamiliar with that. Alright, configure Apache with PHP FPM. Is a fast CGI process manager for PHP. Run the following command to install the necessary packages. This is one I am not sure about. With Nginx, I'm not sure about that one. It's not an email. Then run. So this, as you can see, that this gives you several different things. Once the installation is complete, service will automatically to check the status of the service. System, PHP. So this is one I'm not sure in regards to PHP extensions are compiled libraries that extend the core functionality of PHP. Extensions are available as packages and can be usually installed with the app. So, oh yeah, so here, MySQL, for example, to install MySQL, this is definitely one that we want to do. So we're going to install the MySQL right now. And hopefully we've done all this right and we don't have to go through this again. But we're going to do the same with our sudo apt install PHP 8.0 MySQL. And for anybody who have not used MySQL, it is an awesome, it's an awesome application, database application. It is great. I love using it, and it's been a while since I've used it, but I tell you, it is amazing. You'll love it once you get used to doing it. I took a databasing class years ago that I really love, and it was using Microsoft. A Microsoft application, but once you do database, it's basically the same. You'll love it. All right, testing PHP processing to test whether the web server is configured properly for PHP processing. Create a new file named info.php inside the var www. Right, .php. All right, let's see what we have. Let's see, testing. All right, create a new file name inside /var. Let's look at this, and hopefully I'm doing this right. /var/www dot HTML, because it's been a while since I've done directory change directory. All right, let's see info.php. Let me see. How do I run this? So let's do dr. Let's just look. Index. Create a new file named. Let's create a new file name. Make directory info.php. So right now I am flying. I'm trying to think. I'm learning on the fly on this thing, and hopefully I'm doing this right, and we'll see. Info.php. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, so I created it, which is freaking awesome. So now we know how to make that. You always use sudo and make directory. So we created that directory, .php, and now we are is it ./info.php. Okay. Change directory. Oh, this is good. All right. I need to open that file as a text. Let's see. All right, so here I am going to pause for a second, and then I'll come right back. Okay, I am back. I had a lapse of thought for a moment and had to remember that gedit is basically like your text editor for Ubuntu or your Linux, and I just had a brain lapse, and it wasn't until I started getting ready to Google that it came to me that I needed to do that. PHP, let's put a question mark. And PHP, I'm telling you guys, PHP is a great info. It is a great program language. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. All right, so let's save the file. Could not save the file. Why? You do not have permissions necessary to save the file. Please check that you typed the correct location, which is, I think I know why it is. We need to go back one because it's like all right. Changes. If you do not save change, we're going to close without changing. We'll come back and we'll do this. Close without changing. All right. So what I need to do is go back one because I'm actually at the file, and I need to go back one. So let's see if this is like. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to do change directory, and we're going to go back to okay. Alright, change directory, and we're going to go back to the original where we changed the directory and went to see. So I'll have to do some research on how to go back one in here. So we're going to go back to, which is where we want to be. So now we're going to do gedit info.php. Alright, so that's where we opened it up there. So here is where you know what? I think what I did was I made a folder called info instead of a text file. Yeah. So let's cancel it. So yeah, I actually made a folder. What was I thinking? I made a directory, which is basically I made a folder. I did not make a file. So yeah, my bad, guys. So let's do gedit here. There we go. So this this is what I want. Just a little bit lapse in judgment. Not judgment, but in thought, and we should be on our way now with fixing this. I wasn't thinking. So that is PHP info, and we're going to save as, come on, Roderick. Let's save this as info.php. And we should now get a text file in there. Let's see that as okay. So that seems to be we're into some technical difficulties. So I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's try this again. What we're going to do is we're going to create the text file for the PHP or the PHP file for index or intro.php. So we use the command touch, and we're going to do info.php. And what we're going to do is that we're going to look in the directory, and yes, there it is. So we're going to do gedit, and we're going to open that up. So I had to go and do a little bit of research to actually get to this point. So now we're going to create the PHP file, which is PHP, and that should be PHP info. And then we are going to, it says read only, so let's back out of this. So we should do sudo gedit info PHP, because we want to be able to edit it like an admin. Practice makes perfect. So PHP info, and let's verify that that is correct based on the info that we have here. As you can see, I'm using Linux Eyes, like I said, which is a great website. I love this website. This is going to be my go-to for all things for this class and for the future. They got some great information here. So we're going to now we're just going to check. Let me save this just to be on the safe side. Make sure that we got this saved. And I'm going to close this. And I'm going to run this MySQL install again just to be on the safe side, just to make sure. Apt install PHP 0 MySQL PHP 8.0 Okay, this is a good sign. Good sign. I love when I see that happen. That tells me that things are working. Progress bar. I'm excited. Look like we are headed in the right direction. So this is very good. All right, so that is done. And we are going to go to a web page. And here, I'm going to do a refresh. And that is what we want to see. Awesome. So we got we got PHP installed, and this right here is a verification that we have PHP installed. So let's just look through here, look at some of the information. Just see what you got. You're going to find a lot of great information in here regarding to your PHP and getting set up to get ready to start using MySQL and everything. So this is a great sign, guys. That's it for right now. Hopefully this is good enough, and we can go in more detail on other videos. And thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it.